Hello everybody, just wanted to very quickly show you this camcorder that I was recently given by a friend of mine. It's in a very similar case to my Panasonic M7, but this one is actually a slightly different model. I think it might actually be newer. This is actually a Panasonic M40. So there it is, and it seems to come with a number of additional features that the M7 doesn't have. It seems to have some digital effects, digital zoom, still, strobe, mix, wipe, tracer, gain up. Also seems to have manual focus ring, insert editing and audio dubbing. I think the last one had a manual focus ring and also insert editing, because I think it did have a flying erase head. But this is actually a rather impressive camera. It seems to have a very similar power supply to the last time, or the other camera. It possibly seems to take similar batteries. So I've actually got, let's grab a battery, pop it in, and see if we can get some life out of it. So it seems, unfortunately, the type of battery that I've got doesn't actually fit, although it fits width-wise, it doesn't fit, it won't fit in the actual case itself. So it's actually a shorter battery that goes into these by the looks of it. But not to worry, we've got the plug. Let's grab the plug, plug it in, and see if it actually works. So it's plugged in. And if we've got something. We've got something on the viewfinder, and if I pop this off, probably can't see. Oh yeah, you might be able to actually. That's the, there you go, that's the Nord Mend, which is immediately in front of it, so that's good. It's currently in camera mode, so if I press tape eject, that does seem to eject. I can't remember what the last mechanism looked like, but I'd imagine that this is very similar. The video head is certainly very similar. Half size head, spins at twice the speed, so I think it spins at 3000 RPM rather than 1500 RPM. And I think it's got twice as many video heads, so it can actually, well, it can actually work, record, etc. So that seems to be okay. So that's good. I think I've got a recent blank text. Let's have a look. No, not that one. Oh, actually I do. I have one here that's never actually been unwrapped. It's a shame to break the seal. Let's see if we can open it. Oh, there we go. Always like these, they sort of peel off. It's very satisfying if you manage to get it without actually tearing it completely. So they come away like so, and then hopefully that should just peel off like so. And there we have a nice fresh VHS cassette. So get that out of the case. And it's actually stuck inside the case, and I'm certainly not going to be putting this into the camera. Look at how it's degraded. So this has probably been in here for just over 20 years, but look at how it's actually degraded. So it hasn't, this is weird because it hasn't actually got the sort of standard mould that you would expect, but what seems to have happened is the box that it's in has deteriorated around it. So if we, I'll just close this a second so I don't get any dust in there. If we pop this open, there's, even though it's never been used, there's quite a bit of degradation on the actual tape media. The reels are discoloured, which in itself isn't too much of a problem, but it does go to show that certainly with cheaper cassettes like this, you just have to be careful, even if they are brand new, because I mean, look at that, that's terrible. But then again, when you think about it objectively, they weren't ever really intended to sort of be living for years on end inside of a sealed plastic pack. They were designed to actually be opened, used, and eventually disposed of. So let's see if we have another cassette somewhere. Now, by comparison, this Sony one actually seems to be in much better shape. I think this is the exact cassette that I used on the M7. And yeah, I mean, you just have to look at it. Already looks a lot better. If we flip the cover, the magnetic media is in much better shape as well. Anyway, let's eject. Let's pop this in. So that will, there you go, just slots in like so. There we go. So that's now ready to go. You can see that that's sort of attached itself onto there over the years. There we go. And yep, there we go. So if I hit the trigger, which is usually around the front if I remember rightly. There it goes, so that's now recording. It's not recording something very interesting, just seems to be recording the video recorder that's sat there. So let's have a look at these. So we've got digital mode select. So let's try the digital zoom. So does that put anything in display? No. Oh, hang on, dezoom 1. So let's try the zoom function. See if it maintains focus. Oh, actually it does. That's not too bad. If I just go into there you go. Oh, now it's out of focus. Back in focus. and you can obviously zoom out as well. And what else have we got? So this still strobe, what does that do? Not sure on that one. I'd have to look that up. But then you've got other digital modes. You've got the digital titler. Wipe, mix, etc. Then there's the fade option, which, as you can see in there, just fades it out and fades it back in. And there's also this thing as well, which is a little lamp which goes into this hot shoe up here, I think. And I'm not actually sure what it does. So, auto light. So that's not it. Auto light. Ah! It's a light, and that's illuminated the, well, actually illuminated the target that I'm recording. So if I just turn that off again, on and off. That's pretty cool, actually. Right. Let's stop this from recording. There we go. And let's see what it's like. Let's see what the output's like. So this is what it recorded, which is a bit strange. It does play okay, so I'm just wondering if it could be dirty heads possibly. So as you can see, we're getting an image, so let's just try and pop this off again. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to have it on that flickering about too much. Oh, go on. There you go. Right, let's have it focusing on that nice 1970s wardrobe. So let's turn it to camera mode. That's now camera mode and record. So that's now recording. And we have... Actually, that's a really good zoom. So that's just zoomed in on the wood grain, which is pretty impressive. It's very sharp. As far as the picture goes, very sharp indeed. So let's stop that from recording. Go to tape mode. And just rewind it a touch. And stop and play. And it's still on the material that was on tape previously. Now it should be onto the material that I've just recorded. But, oh, there you go, hang on. Let's go back. And let's pause there. And I'll just change the camera function. There we go. So that's the video function changed. Let's press play. Oh, might need to press pause. Actually, that's a really good zoom. So it's actually a really good camera. That's a very good quality. Very sharp. As far as the picture goes, very sharp. Obviously, not the best thing to look at. So let's stop that from recording. but really not bad at all. Let's try it with something else. Just recorded some more material. Oh, that's some very old material. Fast forward. That's what we've just tried. There's our new material. And it looks on the screen, because you've got the brown background, it looks really muddy. So obviously a brown background is not the best thing to illuminate against, but when you actually put the light on, you do wash out that brown background slightly, and you are actually getting a much better effect actually. You can see the colours of the pen a lot more easily, the pens rather. Trying to think what I tried next. Is it the bulb or... Oh yes, there it is, it's the bulb. I'm actually very impressed with this camera. Not bad at all. Oh, sorry, just need to bump up the exposure slightly. Yeah, not a bad camera in the slightest. And I think, like I did with the M7, I'll probably actually give this a proper test drive or a test shoot, using some actual material outside if I can. Although if I want to use it outside, I'll need to find a battery. Otherwise, it's confined at the moment to either being used indoors or being used outside, so long as you've got power outside. But I'm very impressed, to be honest. It really isn't bad at all. You can sort of tell why these were so much money back in the time that they were current. I'm not sure when this model was current, but I want to say early 90s, though I may be incorrect. Anyway, just a little excursion. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, and take care, and see you soon.